All right. Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Mitchell. I'm a practicing optometrist in the state of North Carolina. And today we're going to talk about how glasses could possibly ruin your eyes, especially if you're a kid. So the first thing I'm just going to mention is I have all these tabs pulled up. You can kind of follow along and you can Google these things yourself. So that way, if I go too fast or something, you're able to go through this to process yourself and do a little bit more digging on your own and do some own research. But I know a lot of times there is people think that if I get glasses, this will make my vision worse. We're going to focus on kids first. If your kid is myopic, meaning that their vision far away is blurry and they can see things up close, typically if they are overprescribed, so if they have if they're technically a -1 and they're given like a -150 or a -2 prescription, that could make their vision actually worsen over time. So you do want to be cautious when you go to these exams and making sure your kid is not overprescribed with like glasses. So there's a strong correlation with kids when being over minus too much can make the myopia worse over time. And of course, myopia is a little tricky. It's like how you get it and so forth. But the biggest thing with myopia, it just really means that the eye is either elongated or the cornea, which is the front part, is very steepened. So both lengths of the eye is longer than normal, and then that makes your vision blurry more time. So there's this possibility wearing glasses that are overcorrected can make this elongation worse. And then, of course, there's other things like genetics and then looking at things up close. So tell your kid to go touch grass every so often. But there is a correlation, so be cautious of that. The other thing is with adults, you don't really have to worry about that as much. But if your glasses are too strong, you'll feel all these things like the eye strain, the dizziness, the nausea. The biggest thing when I do an exam, especially for adults, biggest thing I'm doing is I want to uh, make sure that nothing's really changed. And so if you go to an exam and you don't feel like you've noticed any change in your prescription and you feel like your vision is fine, there's a high correlation that your vision probably hasn't really changed, even if the eye doctor finds a change. Now, you're probably wondering like how do you really know if there's a real change, or and how does an eye doctor really know? Well, it's it's a kind of a simple process, but it can get a little complicated depending on you, and it also depends on the doctor. So they both go hand in hand. So when you do an eye exam, of course, everyone's probably familiar with this test, which is called an autorefractor. Autorefractor is the one with the balloon, or sometimes there's a house here. And then this kind of, what it does is it kind of measures the front curvature of your eye, and it can give you a really good estimate of what your prescription probably is. It's not always true. There's a lot of things that can prevent it from being getting a good accurate reading, such as like high astigmatism, like cataracts and things like that. But for the most part, it does a really great job. So it's a good starting point. And then what everyone else is, what you're really familiar with, is the refraction part. And so this is the part where the optometrist or your eye doctor or eye specialist will put this little phoropter in front of your eyes. There's digital ones now. And then this is the process where it goes like 1 and 2. Now, the 1 and 2 is 100% subjective. And so this is your opportunity to try to get your vision as clear as possible. However, sometimes getting your vision as clear as possible isn't always a good thing, especially for kids, especially for adults. For kids, sometimes you can over minus them and it'll make their vision better, but it can make their vision worse than over time, right? But the crazy thing about kids is they don't really notice any strain because their ability to bring things into focus and accommodate things is really good at that age. And so they can kind of just overcompensate for the overcorrection. So then the eye has to work double time, and then what it does is just kind of, I guess we'll use the word lazy, and then their vision gets a little worse over time because it gets used to seeing the way it sees. But for an adult, you typically kind of max out. And so if you see 20/20 and you are overcorrected, you're usually probably not going to see any better than 20/20. Now, there are anomalies, there are people who can, but for the most part, people usually max out at 20/20 and don't usually see any better than that. And so if you get overcorrected, you're going to have all the things you kind of notice when you got your new glasses. Things are just going to feel off. You're going to feel dizzy. You're going to feel the strain, especially look at things up close all the time, like if you work on a computer. And so those are things you kind of want to like look out for. But anyway, so you're probably wondering like, so how do you make this test efficient for you? And so there's two main things. One is like your old pair of glasses. Your old pair of glasses tell the story and the history of your eyes. If you can see everything you want to be able to see, there probably should not be too much of a difference from your current glasses to the new ones, unless you notice some change or had a complaint. So if you're arbitrary, we're going to say if you're like 50 years old and you're looking at the computer and you're noticing difficulty looking at the computer, chances are you probably do need some help being able to see the computer. So a change might uh, in your prescription is probably going to help you, and that's probably a good thing. However, if you just have insurance and you just want to use your insurance and you don't really notice any problems with the computer, you don't notice the problems far away, chances are you probably don't really necessarily need a change in your prescription. So if a doctor does change it, you're going to notice those immediate effects immediately when you get the glasses. Sometimes you can adjust to it depending on the person, and then other times you probably just can't. And that's why every time you put the glasses on, it just makes you sick. And you keep going back to the eye doctor, they keep changing it, and you go through this back and forth, and then eventually you probably just go to a different doctor. And what they'll probably end up doing is just putting you back in the same prescription that you had before because you didn't notice any change in your vision because you didn't really have any. So just because you can change the prescription doesn't mean it's necessary. And so there's always that concept too. And then with the refraction, so we're going back to this, when they're asking you 1 and 2, it may seem a little daunting, but a lot of times your answers don't really mean much except for like a little guidance. And so a good eye doctor will probably make things very blurry and then make things clear. If they don't really do that, it does make it a little difficult for you to kind of determine if you're like overcorrected or not. It's not always necessary, but it's a good way to make sure you're not overcorrected. And then even for you, like if you start to see sharper and you start to immediately notice the strain while you're behind this, it might be a good idea just to mention to your eye doctor that like, hey, you do, even though you see better, you notice a change in the strain while you're answering your like your 1s and 2s, and that'll help guide them to maybe bring it back down a little bit. And so those are a little bit of context with that. And then with kids, to be honest, I mean, glasses are a solution to help you see better, but it's not a solution as like the fixing your problem. There's a lot of things that you can do, which is called myopia control. And then these are a listing of some of those things, like atropine drops can be used. These are drops that usually dilate the eyes. You can usually put these in before you go to sleep, and that'll help. There's ortho K lenses, which are really cool lenses because once you put these in before you go to sleep. The compression on the eye helps. Uh, the compression in the eye reshapes your cornea so that when you wake up, you can take the lenses out, and then you actually see as well as you usually would see with like regular contacts or glasses. So that makes it really good. And then of course there's multifocal contact lenses like my sight. We can pull that up. Those are soft lenses that can be used. Oops. Let's see. So my sight are lenses made by Cooper Vision, which are soft disposal lenses. So these are great lenses too. So you can, if you're interested in just contact lenses for your child, you don't want to do ortho K lenses because those can be pretty expensive. These are expensive too, but these are just disposable lenses. This might be something you can ask for too if you're worried about and concerned about your prescription getting worse in your child. And then of course there's special glasses that can be used. And so we just talked about correcting the prescription, and like over minusing can make it worse. There are special lenses that can help slow down the changes in myopia. They're essentially progressive lenses, so they have your distance at the top and they slowly change to more of like a reading focus at the bottom. And those are things that can be helpful. And then of course, like I said before, tell your kid to go touch some grass, and that can be very helpful too. And so, biggest takeaway is there are a ton of options when it comes to slowing down the changes in your child. And then for an adult, like I said, you don't really have to worry about your prescription making your vision worse, but it can cause some strain and things like that. And so if you ever got a pair of glasses, especially after the age of like 45, and you feel like you've noticed some strain and things just feel a little off, your prescription was probably changed and maybe you didn't know. Or maybe your prescription was changed and your doctor said we were changing it. But always keep in mind like your life and how you are actually able to see things. So like if you didn't notice you had any problems before you went in, chances are you didn't really have any problems. So keep that in mind too. It might just be better for you to go back to your old prescription, especially if it was a lesser prescription. So sometimes there's not a real reason to actually change those things. But anyway, if you learn something new, consider subscribing, leave a comment, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you.